What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense, just getting in. I got my 2 cups of water. Yes, I know this is a Crystals and a Dairy Queen cup. Crystals is what I had last night, and I usually, when I drink all of whatever beverage I have, which was, I think, sweet tea last night, I save the ice. I stick it in my refrigerator because it keeps the ice frozen. It doesn't thaw it out or whatever. And the Dairy Queen ice was from yesterday afternoon when I had the manager special, $5 manager special. I saved that ice, so I actually do have 2 cups of water. I just filled this up. Gotta get that water in. So, for those of you who are up north in the New York tri-state area, I'm assuming this is where this guy is from. His name is Duke Tango. If you don't know who Duke Tango is, he is one of the, what do you call it, announcers or hype men for the used to be And One mixtape group. And one of his favorite sayings is, "Oh, baby, do I got one for you guys today." So this is from Scentual Obsessions, and I'm still having this focus issue. And what I did figure out, there it is right there. But there's something I can use on my phone that I found the other day when I was taking pictures, and it actually will do the autofocus for me. I don't have to do all that trying to get it in the right spot or put my hand behind it and all that crazy stuff, in which it seems to want to work now a little bit. But anyway, this is from Scentual Obsessions, and this is one that people are starting to rumble about a little bit. I haven't seen anybody really do a review. If they have, I haven't seen it. But this is Maple Mayhem. Is this supposed to be a clone of something? I don't know. I know my boy Trey Sense asked me that earlier today because I posted this on Instagram and on Facebook. And so he wanted to know, was this a clone of something? I told him I didn't know. Maybe Scentual Obsessions can tell you. They created it, so it is what it is. I actually loved this the first time I smelled it. And this morning was a fluke happening because it's been, I just talked to Trey about this last night. The fact that it's still hot here. And I got up this morning and I'm expecting it to still be hot. And I just was looking through my fragrances real quick, trying to grab something on the go because I was already late. And I said, you know what? Let me grab one of these Scentual Obsessions because I have quite a few that I haven't even worn yet. And this is one of them. And I sprayed this on, and man, was I loving it. And I stepped outside the door, and it was chilly as hell this morning. It's still chilly out there right now. So I'm glad I grabbed this one because this is perfect for cooler weather. And I got to work this morning, and first compliment was that I smell good, but I smell like marshmallows. I don't get marshmallows. Granted, most people noses are different. Your sense of smell, sense of taste, touch, everything is different. No one person is the same. So I accepted it. Even though I said no, it don't smell like marshmallows, but okay, whatever. I'll take it as a compliment. So later on throughout the day, I was on the 5th floor, St. Simon's side, and a nurse or a CNA, whichever one it is that's in the light blue, walked past me, and it was like, something smells like syrup, maple syrup. And I was like, that would be me. It's called Maple Mayhem, and I didn't have the bottle on me, but she was like, "Oh, that smells so good." and she went on about her business. And then, where was I? The third floor, when I was getting me some bottled water, somebody said the same thing again, that they smelled maple syrup, which was another compliment. And I think it was like around the 11 o'clock hour. I was walking down the hallway and two young ladies behind the ER. Actually, I was coming out of the emergency department in the back hallway, and two young ladies was coming in, nurses. And I guess when the door swung open, it, made the little breeze or whatever. And they were like, something smells like maple syrup. And I was like, yeah, that's me again. And the one that I told you all that always wears the Invictus all the time, he was with me at the time. And so it was like, oh, you smell so nice. And, I was like, thank you. It's Maple Mayhem. And they went on about their business. And as we was walking down the hallway, he's looking at me out the corner of his eye like, really? Like, you just gonna take all the compliments today? And I'm like, it's not me, it's the cologne. And he was like, well, where you get it from? And I told him. He was like, come on, man, hook me up, man. I like to smell good too. And I'm like, bruh, you don't even do reviews. Like, if you gonna pay for it, yeah, but I'm not finna set you up with this dude to this company just for your own personal, whatever. Which sounds selfish, but it is what it is. You got to put in the work to get this, or put in the cash one. Anyway, I cannot tell you all the notes in this because I don't know. Only thing I know is that it smells buttery. It smells like buttery maple syrup. That's what it smells like. If you like or love maple syrup, if you've ever been to IHOP or Denny's or anywhere that has syrup, mostly IHOP, and which our IHOP is closed down now, but if you walk in and you can smell that syrupy smell inside the building where everybody's got waffles and pancakes, that's pretty much what that smells like. You smell nothing but syrup. I actually like this a lot. And this, with the compliment factor that I had today with wearing this, it puts it up there with the Bond number 9 that I love so much. The what is it? Not Bleecker Street, the other one. Damn it, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, you all know what it is because I hype it up so much. Somebody else talked about it earlier today also. But for the most part, if you're asking about Maple Mayhem, ask no more. You might as well go ahead, purchase you a bottle, and be done with it. It's fire. It's lit. It's legit. The projection on this, I mean, honestly speaking, I can still smell it on my arm without even putting my arm all the way to my nose. And it's well over 8 hours later. And I sprayed it on at like 6 something this morning. Did not have to reapply. He even messaged me earlier in the day when I posted it on Instagram or Facebook. And he was like, prepare to, have this one last all day. And I was, in my mind, I was thinking, yeah, right. I'm going to probably have to reapply about 12 o'clock. I didn't. People can still smell this on me as of right now. I can still smell this on me right now. And I didn't spray my shirt, period. I said I was going to stop spraying my clothes so I can get you all a true measurement on how long fragrances really last on my skin. And I don't want you all to just take my word for it. Go out, get you some samples or, whatever you can get, partial bottles or whatever, and test it for yourself. You can't always listen to us guys because most of us are not going to steer you wrong. I haven't steered anybody wrong as far as I know. Nobody has really came back and told me excuse me, yo, Mr. Cheap Sense, you know, I went out and took your advice on yada, 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 and it wasn't all that. Just like this one, Bora Bora. I recommended this one. I told my story on how, you know, all the women were going crazy. You might not get the same result as I did, but nobody has came back and told me that this fragrance sucked or it smelled bad or anything. They always tell me that it smells good and they liked it. So Maple Mayhem is one that I highly recommend. Seriously. And I'm gonna dig through my jar real quick. Let's see. Just give me a second. Just a second. I'm actually looking for something. Oh, that's why I can't find it, because I gave it to somebody. Okay, so the other fragrance I was talking about, you already know, was Andy Warhol. That's my top fragrance. This one falls squarely number 2, or I should say tied with Andy Warhol on my top favorite from Scentual Obsessions. I love these two fragrances. Now, Lime in the Sky is another one that I love also. But these two are my top favorites right now. I will do maybe a top 5 or a top 10 list just to see. But I do have to go through some more that I have. I actually have 2 more in this box that I've been trying to let, 3 really, that I've been trying to let mature. And I've already smelled these. This is 1 Million Aqua di Gio Green Irish Tweed. Excuse me. That's becoming a habit. But yeah, this Andy Warhol is starting to smell just like the other one in the decant that I had. So I'm gonna let it sit for a little while longer and we'll do a testing on it. But Maple Mayhem, get your hands on this one. Trust me, you will not be dissatisfied, or you're not doing yourself a disservice by buying this one. It's just hard, man, if you like syrup, if you like sweet fragrances, this will be right up your alley, because it's right up mine. I love this one. So thank you again to Scentual Obsessions for sending me this. I love this one a lot, and I'm gonna be sad when this is gone, because I am gonna want a bigger bottle of it. But for the most part, right now, this will suffice. It is what it is. That's all I got for you all. I'm about to check out. It's time to take me a quick nap, get ready for my last shift for this week, my second job. Hopefully I don't have to do anything, if much at all, tonight. I can get it over with, come on back and start my weekend. Don't really care anything about the Florida-Georgia game, because I am an Alabama fan. So I will be watching the Alabama game tomorrow, Alabama-LSU, which is way more important to me than Georgia-Florida, because at the end of the day, both of those teams suck to the highest of suckstivity. They always falter when it comes to the championship games. Florida always starts off somewhere good. Georgia the same way, and they fall off at the end. So I don't care much for that game. Alabama, LSU, roll tide all the way. Your boy's out. It is what it is. Peace.